Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, standing in front of the house where Wayne Williams used to live. Atlanta's most notorious serial killer, Wayne Williams. Have you ever heard of him? If you haven't, look him up. He used to live in this house right here. He terrorized the community of Atlanta for a long time, and this was a long time ago. But he used to live in this house here. Let me give you some information about him.
This source comes from Wikipedia. Wayne Williams. Wayne Williams is an American convicted murderer and suspected serial killer who is serving life imprisonment for the 1981 killings of two men in Atlanta, Georgia. Although never tried for the additional murders, he is also believed to be responsible for at least 24 of the 30 Atlanta murders of 1979 to 1981, also known as the Atlanta Child Murders. That is Wayne Williams right there. Other names: Atlanta Monster, Atlanta Boogeyman, Atlanta Child Killer. Yeah, lots of murders between 1979 and 1981. Williams first became a suspect in the Atlanta murders on the morning of May 21st, 1981, when a police surveillance team watching the James Jackson Parkway Bridge spanning the Chattahoochee River heard a big, loud splash, suggesting that something had been thrown from the bridge into the river below. The first automobile to exit the bridge after the splash at roughly 2:50 a.m. belonged to Williams. When stopped and questioned, he told police that he was on his way to check on an address in a neighboring town ahead of an audition the following morning with a young singer named Cheryl Johnson. However, both the phone number that he gave to police and Cheryl Johnson turned out to be fictitious. 2 days later, on May 24th, the nude body of 27-year-old Nathaniel Cater, who had been missing for 4 days and was last seen with Williams, was discovered in the river. The medical examiner ruled that he died probably of strangulation, but never specifically said he had been strangled. Police thought that Williams had killed Cater and that his body was the source of the sound that they heard as his car crossed the bridge. He failed 3 polygraph tests. Hairs and fiber retrieved from the body of another victim, Jimmy Ray Payne, were found to be consistent with those from his home, car, and dog. Co-workers told police they had seen Williams with scratches on his face and arms around the time of the murders, which investigators could have been inflicted by victims during struggles. Williams held a press conference outside his home to proclaim his innocence, volunteering that he had failed the polygraph test, which would have been admissible in court. He was questioned again by police for 12 hours on June 3rd and 4th at FBI headquarters and released without arrest or charge, but remained under surveillance. He was ultimately arrested on June 21st, 1981 for the murders of Cater and Payne. His trial began on January 6, 1982 in Fulton County. During the 2-week trial, prosecutors matched to a number of victims 19 sources of fibers from Williams' home and car, his bedspread, bathroom, glove, clothes, carpets, dogs, and unusual carpet fiber. Other evidence included witness testimony that placed Williams with several victims while they were alive and inconsistencies in his accounts of his whereabouts. Williams took the stand in his own defense, but alienated by the jury by becoming angry and combative. After 12 hours of deliberation, they found him guilty. On February 27th of the murders of Cater and Payne, he was sentenced to life in prison. After Williams became a suspect, the killings stopped. There you go. There's a little information about Atlanta's most notorious serial killer, Wayne Williams. Let me know what you think.
So let me know what you think. Wayne Williams used to live here. Terrifying. But I'd like to share with you on this channel where these infamous, notorious, bad, evil people live. Evil does exist. The world is great. There's also bad apples in the world. No idea who lives here now. Didn't do the research on that. You're more than welcome to. But he lived in this neighborhood. Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification. And it's right across from the church. It's right across from, here, I'll show you. Right across from Light Blue Baptist Church. So, the most notorious serial killer lived across the street from a Baptist church. Look at that. Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. Let me know what you think. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.